You know, like a folder in your phone where you have screenshots of everything that your crush has ever said to you? You keep that, okay? That's your business. My business with you is that. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Sama Vimbela and this is the Fat Chat. As you guys know, if you've been around, we're about to get to 100 subscriptions and I am very happy about that. Thank you for the support. If you are new and this is your first time seeing this face, please subscribe because we're about to have a whole lot more Fat Chats and I want you guys to be a part of it. So when you search self-love on the internet, first of all, you get definitions after definitions, by definitions, with the definitions, a whole lot of definitions. You get the point. And do you know why? Because everyone has, in my opinion, everyone has their own way to get to a place of self-love. And this video is all about my way and how I feel you can get to a place of self-love. Self-love to me just means having a high regard of yourself and not sacrificing yourself to please other people when you're unhappy. It also means, okay, I have a long definition. It also means, honestly, just saying no to things that aren't good for you and rooting for yourself because you are the only person that you have, really. You do have your loved ones around you, but you need to know how important you are before anyone else outside of you knows how important you are. In my previous video, I spoke about not settling for less, and you won't settle for less if you love yourself. So I thought I would expand on that and just speak about how to get to a place where we love ourselves. We don't know how to love ourselves. Nobody taught us how to love ourselves. Life orientation didn't teach us how to love ourselves. Honestly, nobody taught us how to love ourselves, and we can only teach ourselves now. If you were taught how to love yourself, then that's a beautiful thing. But so many girls are out there, so many plus size women are out there, and they don't know how to love themselves. They don't know how to even start. Like, what do I do? Like, I write a gratitude journal and I forget about it. I end up not doing it anymore. I go out my friends looking good just one night and I feel great, and then the next morning I come back and I'm not feeling so great anymore. Like, what really is self-love and how do I get there, and what does it feel like when you're actually there, you know? And these are questions that I have asked myself several times because I always looked up to certain people and thought, oh my goodness, I want to be like that. And everyone has those moments, and it's great to look up to other women who are confident, who are following their passions, who are absolutely beautiful in every aspect of your life. But you also need to just look at yourself and see that beauty in yourself. You need to think of yourself as the epitome of beauty, because you cannot ever tell me that someone that is on on Instagram, for example, let's say someone that's on Instagram posts a picture and you see it and you don't even like it, and you're like, I actually wish I was like that. Like, ngeke, first of all, ngeke ube njalo. Secondly, don't do that to yourself. You are way too gorgeous and way too beautiful to be wanting to be someone else. We don't want to be me, don't want to be any other woman on this planet but yourself. For me, self-love has literally just been growing into my more passionate self, my more grateful self, and just realizing those little things about me. Like I said in the previous video, just realizing those things about yourself that you really like, things that you're good at. And it's been that. So I'm going to give you guys 3 tips right now on how to just grow your self-love. And yes, again, I'm going to give you 3 tips like every other person does, but I'm going to tell you how to use these tips and use them effectively, how to take the intellectual and put it into practical, because that's really what we need to do, you know. Look, watching these amazing shows all the time and saying, okay, I'm gonna change, and then not changing. We don't want to do that no more. Okay, we're not doing that here. We are changing for the better, and we're loving ourselves even more. So number one is you need to feel those terrible emotions. I sound like a therapist, and I'm not, okay? But you need to feel those terrible emotions. There are moments where we sit and we're like, I feel so fat, I feel so ugly, I don't know if I want to go outside. Maybe you wear a swimsuit and you're going to the beach, and then you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, ish, I really shouldn't have worn this. Or you take a picture, something as simple as taking a picture, and you're like, like, I really look fat and I don't want to look like this. Or you just see someone else's picture and you're like, I wish that I looked like this. Those are terrible emotions, but you need to feel them. I feel them out. I make sure that I look at something and I'm like, okay, Satan's trying to get me, but I won't let him. So I'm going to feel it out. I'm going to just sit in silence and feel it out. I'm not going to... So often when we feel these terrible emotions, we either substitute this by maybe drinking, or calling a guy you shouldn't be calling, or having sex with someone that you shouldn't even be having sex with. And when I say shouldn't be, I just mean you know that you're only doing it to validate yourself. You want that instant gratification. But don't do that. Don't do that, okay? So you simply start by saying no to that one thing that you know you do, to substitute those negative emotions. If you know that you do that one thing, just be like, no, once, and ripple effect, ripple effect, ripple effect. You'll be like, no, 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 to nobody, no. Okay, I'm dramatic, but you will be screaming no to the things that you know are not good for you. And that is a practical way to get to a place of self-love, you know? And number 2 is keep your best qualities on file. And that just means, you know, like a folder in your phone where you have screenshots of everything that your crush has ever said to you. You keep that, okay? That's your business. My business with you is that you need to keep the things that are great about yourself in a folder, just like that, okay? Remember the great qualities that you have. This could be anything, you guys. Like, I can take cool videos of myself, you know. I like my taste in earrings, you know. Little things like that. Those are the things that make you feel good about yourself. And honestly, self-love is a journey, so you're never gonna feel 100%. And I think people don't tell us this. Like, I'm not expecting the world to tell me this all the time, but we aren't told, Uguti, you're not gonna feel 100% all the time. So you need to constantly remind yourself, you know, that you are the multi-talented, or you're just great, or you're great at whatever it is you are great at. Those are your favorite, those are your best qualities. So keep that on file. Remember that you're good at those things, and you're instantly just gonna feel good about yourself no matter what. Okay, so lastly is stop putting your passions on hold. Said the girl who put her passions on hold for a long time. I'm that girl. I'm that girl. And I have been putting a lot of things on hold. I'm putting things on hold right now, and I'm preaching this, but I'm definitely getting better at it. I've started planning out the things that I want to do, and I've started executing some of the things that I, wish to do. and I'm gonna do them. Okay, so you need to stop putting off your passions. If you want to do something, do it now. Literally stop making excuses. Stop saying, if you want to start sewing, stop saying, I don't got no machine though. Like, and do that for yourself. Okay, so it's those little things, and when you get to a place of self-love, and when you get to a place where you're like, I'm good at all these things, and I'm beautiful, and I'm this, you're instantly just gonna feel good about yourself. And that is something that will not last every single second of your life, but if you constantly do these things and you remind yourself, you're gonna be great. Okay, thank you for tuning into this video, and I hope that the next time I see you, you love yourself just a little bit much more. Okay, bye.
It's a good,